Well, imagine you're in a fight, alone, against two of the strongest fighters in the world. Furthermore, imagine that you lead an army with over 60,000 people already dead. So what is preventing the Syrian opposition from ousting Assad? Well, the factors that are averting Syrian rebels from overthrowing their government is that they are more alone than they actually seem. We cannot ignore matters now that so many have already been killed. A life is a life, and even though I'm still young, I can fully understand that. So first of all, the first thing that is stopping them from overthrowing their government is that they don't have enough resources. From the Associated Press on April 1st, 2012, they say that the Syrian rebels are overmatched by heavily armed regime forces. So if they are against such a tough opposition without enough resources, how are they going to win? And furthermore, from the Daily Times, January 1st, 2013, it states that these rebels are desperate for weapons, that they are having to make their own, to fix their own, and to gather their own and everything. So if you are desperate for weapons and you're against a heavily armed force, of course you're at a disadvantage. Not only do these rebels stand without resources, they are also without aid. So that brings me to my second point. Lack of aid. According to Roy Goodman from the McClatchy newspaper, the lack of aid, the Syrian opposition are facing a lack of international aid. So without enough aid, how are you supposed to confront your enemy? You are alone with no weapons, with few weapons, and having few resources also. And also, to add on, there are no real leaders yet in this resistance. So I have a quote now from Ousting, which is a lieutenant in Syria. He says that revolutions give birth to leaders. Until now, ours has not. So this shows that no real leaders have been born from this revolution. So if there are no leaders to lead this whole revolution, how are they trying to hope to succeed? And as a final point, Assad is backed by other countries such as Russia and China. Russia insists that Assad's exit can't be a precondition for a deal to end the country's conflict. This is from RT News, January 14th, 2012. And China has also been backing the Syrian government. So with these two strong powerhouses backing the government, and with the rebels having no support, and furthermore, Iran, which is a regional powerhouse, has also been backing their government. So currently, the Syrian rebels are against three large forces in the region: Russia, China, and Iran. And they are without support, and they're without resources. So what is stopping them from overthrowing their president is that they're more alone than they may seem. Again, they are lacking resources, aid, and their opposition is really, really strong. So think of fighting a battle where your enemy is really strong. You lack resources. You lack everything you need. What are your chances of winning? Thank you.